Hey, what up, scrubs? It's Bloodlust weekend. What are you doing watching this video? It's the most fun we've ever had in Dead by Daylight in months. Alright, you're watching this video. Alright, fine. Bloodlust weekend has been so much fun, alright? I cannot stop playing Dead by Daylight right now. Without Bloodlust, as a survivor and killer, it's just made the whole entire game feel so much more even, and I cannot tell you how much I love it. Alright, so for killers, yes, we're losing speed for 15, 30, 45 seconds. But we all know why this Bloodlust was implemented. It was implemented like 2 to 3, 4 years ago. I don't know how long ago now. But it was implemented because we had all these infinites around the map. I mean, you had the Shack, you had the Cold Blood Lodge one, you had every single map. We all know the infinites have now been fixed. And it was actually made sense back then, because obviously without Bloodlust running at 115% speed around an entire loop, some killers 110, it was just not fair at all. It did not make it fun. So they added this in, and it was a good band-aid for a while. But every single map since then has received patch after patch after patch, and it's gotten rid of every single infinite in the game is gone. Every single one. A lot of strong loops are now being taken out of the game after each update. And they're making breakable walls now into strong loops. The killer has to do something to get rid of that strong loop. It's just we don't need it anymore. And the reason we don't need it anymore is because there are these things called unsafe loops in the game. And the unsafe loops were things where it was one pallet and you wouldn't have a lot of area around it to move around and run around, so like it wasn't a very strong loop. And these unsafe pallets with Bloodlust just made they just broke the game at high ranks. Because every single high rank killer would just the survivor would get stuck at the unsafe loop, and the killer would just run them around that same loop over and over and over 15, 30, 45 seconds. So they got Bloodlust 2 or 3, and they were able to finally catch up to that survivor and down them. It's not fun playing like that. It's not fun for either side. We both know that. Just holding W and running around a loop over and over and over and over, and then finally swing and hit them. So getting rid of this, it's going to make the actual good killers going up to high ranks be better. It'll make the gameplay more fun, and it'll definitely help out survivors, because survivors, I'm not going to lie, kind of need help right now in this day and age. There's been patch after patch after patch going up against survivors, and survivors for once need something to go for them. Now, obviously you're going to say, well, survivors have been the best in the game. I mean, no, they haven't. It's been the survive with friends survivors that have been. If you're a random solo queue survivor and you solo queue into this game, the game is about as even as you can make it. And getting rid of Bloodlust just finally pushes it to where I think there's a good balance for each side. They each got their strong suits. And I really hope they don't revert back to change, because playing without it has made a lot of maps more fun. Like this map, for instance, that I'm playing right now in this background gameplay, or Larry's. Well, this is Larry's, or the new Stranger Things one. Oh my God, this is such a huge thank you for the Stranger Things lab. The Stranger Things map. Oh my gosh, every single pallet on that was an unsafe pallet. Not every. 95% of the pallets on that map were unsafe pallets. You throw it on the pallet, and if the killer had half a brain, they'd just follow you around that pallet over and over and over and over. Because it made more sense to do that and get you down within 30 seconds than to follow you around the map, and it'll take like a minute because of all the pallets on it. So doing this actually made that map not be like not Stranger Things whenever you're loading in. So this has been a really good change for Dead by Daylight. I really hope they keep it. As you can see in the background gameplay, I as a killer do not need this Bloodlust. I'm not playing high rank. I'm not saying I am. I'm not saying the survivors are the best of the best. But every single time I get in a chase, it relies on me and my skill if I can down them or not. I don't feel like I need some more help. I feel like if they make a good juke, they make a good play, I'm going to lose them, and they should be rewarded for that. They shouldn't have to be running around a bubble that has 145% speed with tier 3 Bloodlust and 3 stacks to play with your food and try and escape that, because that's not fun for either side. Both sides know that. Not every side will admit it. I bet you True Talent's probably saying right now how without Bloodlust this game's a joke or whatever. Don't listen to him. He's a joke of a killer. I hate him. I hate all the people who are complaining about Bloodlust being gone. It's a band-aid, and if you're a bad killer, no shit you're gonna complain, because you're a bad killer and you need more help. This is a good change for both sides. Both sides need it. It makes the game more fun. And yeah, please don't bring Bloodlust back. It's such a lot more fun. And yeah, peace.